today. From Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 8 of the MFL on EA Sports. It's the Buffalo Bills taking on the New Orleans Saints.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Highmark Stadium, just south of downtown Buffalo. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New Orleans Saints and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
They start the drive with Cook, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Cook again. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Man left, even, 4 down, even.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Now back to throw. He finds his tight end Gentry. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Open man here is Gentry. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
49, guys. Mike, 49. You can't block me. You can't.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They'll try the middle with Cook. A beautiful fake. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a give running right. It's Cook. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Five yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 2nd and 4. And Diggs has it. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll set up a throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. The Bills sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? He's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. On 2nd down, Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down, and the Bills are going to get the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Eluding the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. He'll drop this off for Davis. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Eddie Pinheiro on now. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch left. Tight. Watch left.
They'll look to throw here. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Tight end to the left. Tight end left. Everyone's got 4.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Back to throw now on first down. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! 49's the Mike. Watch 49.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This is Smith with a grab. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, a 22.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
They'll drop to throw.
Yo.
To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Cook up the gut. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Rabbit.
And he'll just get rid of it. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Seibert's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Bills ready to take over. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10.
Here we go, set. 10 black.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end.
Ready.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On second down, Davis takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Looking to throw. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you get all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Check pass. 59 Mike.
A first down carry for Davis. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss, they'll come up second and 13.
Quarterback D-line. Get that quarterback D-line. D-line, get that. Ready.
Back to throw. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Watch the pass. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Check.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On play action, they'll throw.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Don't get nervous.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So his second field goal here in this third quarter.
The first one tied the game, and this one gets them the lead, but you just have to wonder if field goals are going to be enough. At some point, they've got to conclude these drives with the ball in the end zone.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Taken down at the 42. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle to Evans. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A throw over the middle taken in. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Watch the screen. Pass.
2nd and 3. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. It's complete to Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Finding Knox there, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. A 10-play drive that time. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
49 the mark, 47.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Short pass caught by the tight end Gentry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Again, it's Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He finds his tight end Gentry. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
He'll look to throw. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
And he's going to have a Bills 1st down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
You ain't doing nothing today.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Davis. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Up the middle to Davis. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Inside give to Davis. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Ready.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the pressure legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
He's checking. Crash.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Buffalo, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they drop back to 500 now at 4